Hi, thank God it's Friday. Welcome to today's pre-market video. I do this every day, Monday to Friday, as long as markets are open. And just give my thoughts on stocks I'll be keeping an eye on in today's trading session rather, on the NGX. And Green Ticker Warrior is the channel in case you're wondering why that is there. Website greentickertales.com. Still not decided if I should have this on Spotify or anywhere else. So at the moment, this goes out on YouTube and LinkedIn. Yeah, so let's get right into it. Thank you for everyone who's liking, sharing, subscribing. Thank you for doing so. And in case you're wondering why, you don't owe me jack. You don't owe me a dime. And in the current environment we're in, data is expensive. There's an avalanche of content. So if you take out the time to like, share, subscribe, or watch, whether it's a few seconds, a video, or two, or three, or all of them, I really, really appreciate it. And if you find the content useful, do me a favor, please share on your stories, IG stories, WhatsApp stories, Snapchat stories, TikTok stories. TikTok, my people, I'm coming for you. I have content. I'll be out, God willing, tomorrow on TikTok and YouTube. Long form content. I'm going to be doing a stock 101 thing. I've been wanting to do it for TikTok. In fact, the plan was for TikTok, but I said, look, let me have it everywhere. So I've been doing a stock 101 thing. Watch out for that video. That should be out sometime tomorrow morning. Yeah. So thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. If you don't, I know sometimes people just watch the video and go away and they might think, oh, this is just for the fun of it. It helps with the channel, and let's get the content out there. Let's get more people learning about money. Let's get more people learning about stocks, stock market, and all that. Let's get more people being better with money and personal finance and investing. So that is the essence of this channel. That's why I do this day in, day out, everywhere else. As always, please note that this is content. It's not investment or trading advice. They're not stock picks. They're not trading signals. It's important that you do your own research. There's a lot that goes on behind the scenes. Sometimes we can say, sometimes you can't say. There's a lot happening. So you don't have the full picture, or you don't have my own full picture of things. So let's get right into it. Criteria for my watch list: price and volume movements. For my daily videos, that's the biggest criteria. And then you have corporate actions, results expecting, new products, new deals, announcements, sometimes even gist that you hear. And if you think the gist is verifiable, you put the stock on your watch list. Now, whether people will say so, I don't know. But you know, the popular saying in financial markets is you buy the rumor and you sell the news. First on my watch list, MTN Nigeria. Stock dipped to 435 naira yesterday. Will it dip further or maintain support? I mean, I remember a few days ago, I was seeing trades at 401, 405, which, I mean, with the stellar results that this firm has or had so far this year, I mean, it just didn't make sense for that day. But I guess it's possible the stock had run a bit. Some people were taking profit. I also think that there is some kind of broad rotation from the big cap stocks into the insurance stocks as people play them and the like. So MTN Nigeria has the first spot on my watch list for the day. I mean, whichever way you look at it. And I think I have a video. I did a video alongside one of my either pre-market or daily market summary videos on MTN Nigeria. The article is up on Green Ticket Tales. I remember saying that I think this stock would be a 1,000 naira stock in another 3-4 years. If you're looking for the details, why I say so, my postulations, check greentickertales.com. I should have the content there, or you could just check the videos. The videos are somewhere there, here on this channel. University Press dipped 10% yesterday, closed at 6 naira and 30 kobo. Luckily, I exited this stock at 6 naira 60 kobo and exited a few weeks ago because I think fundamentally the strongest player, in my view, in that space is Learn Africa. So I'm watching. Actually, I should have put Learn Africa on my watch list. Will it fall further or maintain support? I don't know. If we have the down market or market continues to slide and it stocks maybe slides to 5 naira, 4 naira, 550, or between 4 naira to 5 naira 50 kobo, then it starts to look interesting. But I think fundamentally, Learn Africa seems to be the strongest player in that space. So I have my eyes on that. If that comes down a bit, then it starts to look interesting. Fidelity Bank was most actively traded stock by volume and value yesterday. Wagwan there, I don't know. Would that continue? I mean, Fidelity, like a lot of banks this week, the notices we've been getting, results are going to kind of be delayed a bit. I don't know, maybe it's the delays on the CBN side of things, but we'll be seeing a delay. So I'll be watching out, but it's just normal. If a stock is actively traded by volume and value, you want to keep an eye on it in the trading session that happens after. So that's why I have Fidelity on my watch list. GTCO, stock inched up yesterday. Will it go higher or range trade? I think GTCO was one of the first of the big five. Interestingly, I don't know why there's that delay, because when I think of it, if first Holdco H1 results are out, then why don't we have the UGAS banks, UBA, GT, Access, Zenith, YZ, seemingly, or why are they seemingly forecasting rather proper tense a delay in their numbers? So, I mean, I think fundamentally stock isn't too pricey, but if I say GTCO at 80, 85, then it starts to look interesting. And I remember someone had tackled me on one of the channels and said, look, why don't you tell me outright if you buy, sell, hold? That's not the purpose of this channel. So that's for you to decide if you want to do so. Occasionally, I might do that, but that's not why I'm here. I'm just here to tell you what's happening in the market and try and break down numbers as they occur. So, I mean, whichever way it is, GTCO is looking interesting, because if you work out your numbers, and I think I have it somewhere, or my Twitter handle somewhere, I mean, I think 100 naira ish isn't too expensive for this stock. So at 90 naira, it's not expensive. But everybody's waiting for the result. Let's see what the results are going to be. More importantly, people are waiting out for the dividend. What's the dividend going to be like for this company and all that? So 90, 91, 92, not too pricey. 80, 85, yeah, that's cool, because you know that all things being equal, I mean, with the quantum of funds raised, outlines and everything, I mean, this probably should be 100 naira ish stock. So let's see how it goes. Okomo has been on my view. I'm not sure I put it in any of my pre-market videos prior to now, but I've been seeing I've been seeing sub 1,000 naira Okomo trades and the likes. One of the factors that has driven the rally in Okomo price is you have Presco trading at 1,005 ish and some fractions. So people say, hey, if Okomo is even though Okomo is probably 30-40% smaller than Presco by size, if Presco is expensive, then maybe Okomo is the next Felco I can get into. So that has been what has propelled the stock. But I think Okomo, in my view, Okomo at maybe an 800, 900, yeah, it starts to look interesting. So even though you have the stock, I think closing up flat at 10, 20, maybe because of the 100K rule, which means that you need a block trade of 100K, I think, to move the stock up or down. So, I mean, the stock is at 1,000 naira a share. You can work out what 100,000 shares what at very, very few times will you have such trades. But definitely you've been seeing, or very few times will you have block trades that are relevant to move the stock. So, but definitely I've been seeing sub 1,000 trades. I find that interesting. And let's see if that will continue. I think it will. I think definitely it will. Champion Brewery hits 20 naira and then pull back yesterday. I mean, one was thinking with the announcement made the day before that you would have this stock at flying above 20 naira, but it hit 20 naira and pull back. So I'm wondering, why did he pull back? Is it profit taking? I don't know. So I'll be watching. UAC, it's hard to figure out what's the value. I mean, you can do your napkin notes and all that. What is the value of this stock at now that it's a bigger entity? How do you calculate it? I mean, or it's going to be a potentially bigger entity once the transaction closes, because the transaction is yet to close. So, but I mean, you can do your numbers and all that, and I think I'll do that over the weekend, or maybe today, if I can get some data. I'll just ask around my contacts, brewery analysts, and all that. Let's see what those numbers are, and if we can work out the cost of the enlarged entity, but more importantly, how they're going to pay. I mean, Champion has been doing some form of equity debt. I mean, they have debt raise. I think they did a CP some months ago. I think they have a rights issue in the works. And who knows, maybe an equity raise and all that. So I'm definitely, it's an interesting play at this point in time. If you just go by the logic that this is going to be a bigger firm, what price would you value a bigger firm than the way it is trading at the moment? So and that's for champion brews. Insurance sector has been in the news for the last almost 2-3 weeks now. A lot of them dipped yesterday. In fact, when I was preparing my slides for this, I mean, I had tried to list the stocks I saw dipped. I think Consolidated Hallmark dipped, Wapik dipped, I think Suno dipped. A couple of them, about a chunk of insurance stocks dipped yesterday. So, I mean, are they going to remain trade or are they going to find support? The one that came to my mind that rose was Custodian. I think Custodian is a bit pricey. I don't have the book value per share, but if you savvy with numbers, you can work out the book value per share for Custodian. So you take liabilities, deduct from assets, divide that by the number of shares, and then you get that. I think the book value for this stock was Custodian was probably in the 30s. I'd have to check. I don't have those numbers off heart and the like. So these are the firms I'm going to be watching today. Before you go, please drop any questions you have in the comment section. You can send an email to info@greenticketsales.com. And do join me on the Green Ticket Tail Twitter handle. I'll be having a Twitter space with the management of TIP, The Initiates PLC. It's taking place Sunday, 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. You don't want to miss it. It's very rare to get management of firms to come on Twitter and even just come on social media and come and discuss what they're doing. So for anyone who wants to learn about companies and just learn about the space, it's always nice to hear directly from management about what they are doing. So that's something you don't want to miss. I'd continue once they finalize the arrangements. I'd probably have all the space handle or the Twitter space link to join the Twitter space. I have it up on that. So for more content, Green Ticket Tales podcast, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube Music, do subscribe to that because you very likely, as time goes on, you'll have more content go there. I'm somewhat limited by algorithms on YouTube. Once I push beyond 2 videos, the views start to become extremely poor. So in case you're wondering what's happening, I mean, you used to have more videos. It's a YouTube thing. I can't really push beyond 2 videos on weekdays. So Mondays to Fridays, I mean, I'm actually even pleasantly surprised I have pre-market videos do so well because when I look at my analytics, video content tends to do the best when it's posted in the evening on my end in Nigeria. So I'd have more content on Spotify because Spotify can take more content at once. So you very likely will have more content there. So you don't want to miss out on that. And that's pretty much about it. So thank you for watching so far. Have a great day ahead. I'll see you guys, God willing, post market. Thank you.